Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Obsessive Gardener. First, I want to apologize. I put up a video last summer of one of the crosses I created, my first capsicum chinense cross, and it was titled KS Kingstar Starracha Hornet crossed with AK Terrapita F1. I took that video down because I made a discovery. So here's the backstory. 2 seasons ago, attempted to cross a KS Starracha Hornet with a Ninfadora. I also attempted to cross the KS Starracha Hornet with the AK Terrapita. Now, one of those took, and I swore it was the Starracha Hornet with the Ninfadora, and I kept the seeds, and I planted them last season. When the plants popped up, the leaves weren't variegated, and Ninfadoras are variegated. So I thought, so that's how I'll know if it worked. It for sure is if the leaves are variegated, then I know it crossed with the Ninfadora, but they weren't, and so I wrote it off as no, it didn't work. It's just the KS Starracha Hornet. But then when it started fruiting, it had smaller, kind of oblong-looking little shapes, and it reminded me of the AK Terrapita, and I thought, it wasn't the Ninfadora, it was the KS Starracha Hornet crossed with the AK Terrapita. So that's what I thought it was, and I ran with it. I thought for sure that's what it was. I took the seeds from that, the second generation, and planted them, and guess what happened? The leaves were variegated. So then I realized, it was the Ninfadora. So I took that video down. I have since realized that I am kind of a rookie at this thing, and people told me, hey, when you cross something with something that's variegated, you're probably not going to see it for the first generation, maybe not even the second generation. It'll probably be a few generations down the line, and then you'll start seeing the variegated leaves. I didn't know that, and so anyways, here it is. This is the highly edited video that I took, the first video that I took down. I edited it. This is the KS Starracha Hornet crossed with Ninfadora F1. Enjoy the video.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Obsessive Gardener.
Hey, welcome back to the Obsessive Gardener. Today I am here with something pretty cool, I think. It is a Kingstar Starracha Hornet crossed with a Ninfadora F1. So anyways, let's go take a look at the plant really quick. We'll come right back and try this out. Okay, so here's the plant. It's not the best looking thing. It kind of looks like a shot out palm tree or something. You can see we're getting ripe pods. They're starting to ripen up. Anyway, so here's the one I'm going to pick right here. So this should be interesting, because if you don't know, a Starracha Hornet is a MOA Scotch bonnet crossed with a Carolina Reaper. And then you cross that with a Ninfadora, which, as far as I know, is the only variegated, stabilized chinense variety. So, in my eyes, it's kind of like flavor and heat meet beautiful foliage. Kind of what I was going for. Okay, I'm gonna pop the stem off here. I'm gonna slice it open real quick. And let's see what's inside. It feels firm. Wow, I'm using a butter knife and it's having a hard time getting through this thing. I shouldn't have used a butter knife. Wow, a lot of juice. Ooh, that looks somewhat frightening. Ooh. It smells really good. Definitely has a super hot flavor, but it has a sweet flavor too. Let me give you a closer look at the inside. Okay, so there's the one side. Plenty of placenta in there. There's the other side. Walls are thin, medium to thin. So it does look and smell a bit lethal. I'm a little frightened. I wasn't too scared until I saw the inside of this thing. But what do you expect when you got Carolina Reaper up in the mix? A Starracha Hornet. I did a review on a Starracha Hornet last season, and I thought the Starracha Hornet was hotter than a Carolina Reaper. Don't do this at home. At least the Starracha Hornet pod that I tried seemed hotter than the Carolina Reaper pod that I tried, and I grew both of them. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do like a quarter. I'm gonna cut this thing in half. This half in half. It's probably gonna really do a number on me. This thing is really crispy. Here we go. King Star Starracha Hornet cross with Ninfadora. Ooh. Sweating, starting already. Luckily, so far, this is attacking the back of my throat. If you know me, you know that I hate when it's on the tongue. But it is gradually working its way up there. Ooh. I just salivated and then swallowed my own saliva. So, oh man. Okay, so flavor on this thing is really good. Whew. It's like making me like shudder. The flavor is really good. If I had to put a number on the flavor, I would say between 8 and 9 out of 10. Really fruity, chinense type flavor. The heat on it, isn't terrible. It's hot. Don't get me wrong, it is hot. I'd have to say 7 out of 10. It's pretty hot. I want to say super hot. But I'm not. It's hard to say. I haven't done a lot of pod reviews. I haven't eaten a lot of peppers this year, so my tolerance is pretty low. This thing definitely has a punch. I believe I gave the Starracha Hornet heat-wise, I want to say I gave it a 9, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm going to give it an 8 for heat. I can't say this. It's not as hot as a Starracha Hornet, but it's definitely hotter than a Ninfadora, in my opinion. All right, I looked up Ninfadora, and Forgotten Heirlooms was the first site that popped up. And there's what a Ninfadora looks like. As you can see, it's variegated with small red fruits. I've never tried one. I grew it 2 years ago, and I never did a review on it. I was planning on it, but I just never did. Let's see if it says anything about it. Ninfadora, a beautiful variegated variety with, whoa, how do you say that? Chartreuse color? Something like that. Chartreuse color. It is a pepper strain registered in Italy. Its Scoville scale is on average 250,000 SHUs with a tasty aroma and taste. It is the only known chinense for having variegated leaves. It was created by Andrea Rovini, and its cultivation took place in Azienda Agricola Marco Carmazzi in Torre del Lago in Italy. That was a mouthful. Anyways, recently Baus Grows did a review on an Ninfadora. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can check that out and see what he said about it. Really good pod. I'm really excited about growing this out, seeing what kind of shapes we can get, and see where it goes. Stay tuned. I'll definitely have F2s, F3s reviews to do, and then at some point I can start giving out some seeds. All right, thanks for watching The Obsessive Gardener. Peace. All right, and here is the F2, and as you can see, it is very light colored, very light, almost white, like a real light lime green, and then you can see that dark green coming in there too. So hardly any of that dark green at all. It's almost pure white. And I got it growing here in a Mountain Dew Major Melon can, and there are some buds coming in. They're hard to see because of the color, but they're coming in. There's some right there. So hopefully it'll set fruit here in a few weeks, and in a month or a little bit more, hopefully we'll have some ripe pods that we can get some F3 seeds from. Anyways, thank you for watching The Obsessive Gardener, and I'll see you next time. Peace.